What's good, Commanders fans? Just want to make a quick video here because OTAs start tomorrow. This is basically phase 3, so I'm excited. Any kind of football, it doesn't matter whether it's training camp, mini camp, OTAs, any type of competition. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really excited. So it's gonna be, they're gonna do 7-on-7, 9-on-9 drills, 9-on-7 drills, and 11-on-11 drills are permitted. Now, keep in mind the Commanders, they lost a week of OTAs because I think it was Derek Forrest who had that hit, the unnecessary hit. And the NFL learned about it, of course, and Ron Rivera got fined $100,000, and also they took away a week of OTAs. So OTAs are going to be a little bit more important, kind of, than what they were in the past because of the days that they lost. Now it is voluntary. 2 years ago, Chase Young didn't show up, and there was a whole kind of debate on whether he should be there or not. So this year, I think Ron Rivera is definitely going to try to get as many reps as he can from the players. I think. Or I feel like he will, because they lost a week of OTAs due to that hit from last year. I think it was Derek Forrest, if I'm not mistaken. But Derek Forrest had a good season. If it was him, he did make up for it with his good plays. He had a couple of interceptions, had a couple of forced fumbles. That big hit against the Jaguars was huge. We don't win that Jaguars game without that big hit on Travis Etienne, and also the interception that Derek Forrest got as well. But I do want to get to a couple of things that I'm looking forward to these 3 days of OTAs. So the media will be there on Wednesday. They won't be there tomorrow, but we'll check in, probably look at who's there, who's not, stuff like that tomorrow. Just how guys look, a couple of pictures, stuff like that. And then they do it again on Thursday. And then, like I always do last year, I always do like 5 players who start on OTAs. I'll probably make a video like that. And this will be the first time we'll see some competition, like 11-on-11 with the rookies and veterans combined. Because, they had rookie minicamp, but, they didn't compete against any veterans. So this will be our first time seeing Emmanuel Forbes versus Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, even Dyami Brown. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that even though it's just T-shirts and shorts and a helmet, I'm still excited to see it. He's been getting a lot of hype, man. He really has. The Albert Breer article, an anonymous coach saying that he looks really freaking good, or really effing good, and then he's turning heads, comparing him to Trayvon Diggs just because of the interception aspect of it all, forcing turnovers. I mean, the guy basically had a pick 6 in rookie minicamp, so he's done nothing but good things, which is intriguing for me, and I'm excited to hear that because, like I said, if he did bad in practice, we would hear about that too. So he's been doing a good job so far in practice. The speed, the aggressiveness, the instincts, getting interceptions, just pouncing on the football, being aggressive. You see the video where he got the deflection, and number 58's just in awe. He's just in wow. He's just shocked about how good Emmanuel Forbes has been. So I'm intrigued to see him go up against some legitimate competition against Terry McLaurin, who, in my opinion, is a top 10 wide receiver in this league. If not top 10, then 11, 12. And then against Jahan Dotson, who led the league in rookie touchdowns while he was hurt. But then, of course, I want to say Olave beat him out. But Jahan Dotson had a heck of a rookie season. So it's going to be some legit competition. Curtis Samuel as well. Will he be playing in the slot a little bit? And then, of course, Kendall Fuller, is he going to be on outside with Ben St. Juice and Emmanuel Forbes in the slot, or is Emmanuel Forbes going to be on the outside, Kendall Fuller, and then Quan Martin in the slot as well in the nickel, or Ben St. Juice in the nickel. So there's so many things, so many formations that I'm looking forward to seeing, and how they get all our DBs on the field, because Cam Crow, Derek Forrest as well, because we're deep now, man. They drafted 2 corners in the first 2 rounds. So last year we lacked depth. Danny Johnson, I thought he did a good job towards the end of the year, but we have so many guys that we can rotate in there. Cam Dantzler as well, newcomer at the cornerback position. So a couple of new faces on that cornerback group, or the DB group, that I want to see. I'm intrigued to see. I want to see how Cam Dantzler does against Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson and Dyami Brown and all the other receivers as well. So I'm really intrigued to see that DB spot. Of course, can't leave out Sam Howell. How does he play? How does he look? There's not going to be a lot of pressure in OTAs, not a lot of pass rush to start off, but how does he look with Eric Bieniemy? How does the chemistry look? How are they getting along? Stuff like that. Eric Bieniemy, he's a demanding coach, of course. He's bringing energy. He's already changing the practice schedule in training camp. You heard about how he was, getting on guys, yelling at guys at rookie minicamp as well. Noah Laufenberg yelling at him to take command of the huddle, yelling at Chris Rodriguez because he dropped the ball on one play. You got to finish. So Eric Bieniemy has already made his presence felt. So I want to see what the media has to say about him, and if they let the fans in there on Wednesday as well. How if you guys comment below. Let me know, because a lot of people already talked about how Eric Bieniemy was at rookie minicamp, how much energy he had coaching the guys up. So I'm intrigued, man. Like I said, he's already gotten other coaches to get there early, so he's already making his presence felt. and his energy fell off early. Look at the pictures with him and Antonio Gibson, the pictures with him and Jahan Dotson, him playing with Terry McLaurin, running after him or running with him a little bit in some routes. So I'm intrigued, man. And he is the associate head coach. So, he's taking control of this offense. So, I'm not going to judge too much of the offense and OTAs, but you get to see the energy and how much impact he wants. And he just wants the centers to really take command of the huddle and just have that voice, directing the snap as well. So I'm intrigued about that. And of course, Sam Howell versus Jacoby Brissett. Is that a real competition or no? Ron Rivera already said he's going to give Sam Howell as much opportunity to take the quarterback one spot. Jahan Dotson went on a podcast and said that he can make every throw. So we already saw Sam Howell look good in only one game. But, how does he look in practice as the number one guy? And it is supposed to be a competition against Jacoby Brissett. So we'll see on that. So big Sam Howell fan. I want to see Sam succeed. I do want him to take that starting position by the horns and run with it for sure. Another thing I'm looking for is Casimir Allen, Mitchell Tinsley, some of the backing receivers, Marcus Kemp, the guy from Stanford, Bryson Tremaine, I think that's his name. Jalen Sample had a good rookie mini camp. Heard some good things about him. So I want to see that last fifth or sixth receiver spot, Daxton Milne as well. And who's going to be that punt returner? Who's receiving punts? Is it Jared Patterson? Who's going to practice them with kickoff, stuff like that? I am intrigued to hear about that stuff as well. Offensive line, super important. Sam Cosmi at right guard, Andrew Wiley at right tackle, center Nick Gates, since they cut Chase Rouillet, Ricky Stromberg, all the rookies, Braden Daniels. Where do those guys line up? Braden Daniels, is he a guard or a tackle? Left guard, Chris Paul, Sadiq Charles, how do those guys play? Because they're going to be battling for that left guard spot most likely. Left tackle, Charles Lano, of course. How does he look? How does the XFL guy look? Jared Smith-Jones, where does he line up? How does he look? Cornelius Lucas is coming back as well. So where does he line up? How does he look, of course? So I'm intrigued to see the offensive line, just what kind of formations and what starting five do they have. Once again, it's OTA, so we have a lot of time to go until even training camp or the preseason. I just want to see where they line these guys up because the offensive line was not good last year. And honestly, they did make upgrades, but it's still not an elite offensive line. It's probably like a middle-of-the-pack offensive line right now at best. Charles Lano still, he is what he is. I'm concerned about him, the way he played against some of the NFC East teams down the stretch. Andrew Wiley didn't have the best season last year, but he's a legitimate professional. Sam Cosmi moving to right guard is still new to him. And then also center will be Nick Gates. And then we just don't know who's going to start at left guard. So Eric Bieniemy definitely has his hands full with the offensive line for sure. So where does he line these guys up? Tight ends, once again, Ron Rivera said he liked the tight end group. Cole Turner's my guy. I like him a lot. Just want to see more out of him and see him in the games. And Logan Thomas, getting older and older. And then you got, what's the guy? Armani Rogers. I liked him a lot last year. He barely played, but I just saw the speed and the fluidity in his game. There's some other guys that are John Bates. So I want to see how those guys shake out and how they play. Then, of course, we'll end with Chase Young. That one time, like I said, he didn't go to OTAs. They declined his fifth-year option. So how's his energy? Is he going to be a leader, captain, all that? How does he look without the knee brace? Is he flying around? How does he look? How does the attitude? Because Ron Rivera talked about Deron Payne's attitude when they did not give him a contract extension. They did pick up the fifth-year option, but he said Deron Payne did not pout. Chase Young, I don't think he's a guy that's just going to sit there and pout. So I think he's going to be a positive energy guy. We always see Chase Young on the sideline, hyping up his teammates and stuff like that. So how does he come out there? How does he play? And, how does he play after knowing that, his fifth-year option has been declined? And then there's reports that he hasn't been on voluntary workouts for the past couple weeks or the past week. Who knows how true that is or not. Like I said, I don't ding him for that. But, of course, since, he didn't play well the year before, then he got injured. Now not going to OTAs is somewhat of a big deal for him because, the performance has not lived up to the hype or the second pick of the draft and the general talent he was supposed to be. So it's a big year for him. It's contract year. I still believe in Chase. I still think he's a double-digit sack kind of guy. So I'm just looking at him. Of course, the microscope is on him. It's a big year for him, a contract year for him. So those are the things I'm looking for at OTAs. If you guys are looking for anything else, the linebackers, Cody Barton, of course, some newcomers. Chris Rodriguez, I like him a lot. I want to see him too. Antonio Gibson. All the rookies, Quan Martin, Forbes, KJ Henry. How does he look in practice? How does he look at OTAs? All the guys. I'm intrigued to see them all. So, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. I'll be on here tomorrow just reacting if they do give any information for day one. Hell's Commanders. Peace. Oh, also my prize picks. Almost forgot about that. The Lakers are going to lose. They're going to get swept tonight, man. That's crazy, man. It really is. LeBron, I think he's going to play 2 more years only to play with his son, Bronny James, and then that's it. I think he's going to retire after that. I think he needs to, honestly. He's a heck of a player. top 5 player of all time for sure. Michael Jordan is still the best player to play the game, in my opinion, but I think the end is near for LeBron James. I got Jamal Murray getting over 26.5 points. He had 30 points in the first half, so he's going to smash this pretty easily. I got Austin Reeves getting over 17.5 points tonight as well. Austin Reeves has been on a tear. He had 23, 22, 23 against Denver, 23 against Golden State. So 4 games in a row, he's gotten over 17.5 points. Like I said, Prize Picks, you use my promo code REAL@Oliver. Use the link down below in the description, and you type in promo code REAL@Oliver for a 100% deposit match using my promo code. So shout out to Prize Picks. But Austin Reeves, I got him getting over. He gets to the free throw line a lot. He's hitting at least 3-pointers a game. So I think he's going to get that over on that. They both got over last game. I'll put that in on Prize Picks. I just wasn't able to make a video and help you guys out. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Once again, Sam Howell versus Jacoby Brissett. We'll see if that is a real competition or not. Hell's Commanders. Peace.